Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. I want to make a few comments on this because it's a real shame that this has turned into be a political thing, that people go and they make websites and they start blowing up and scaring people and telling half-truths and lies, and there's been more bull told about this than anything I've seen in the town in a long time. Let's start first off. Mr. Shimon, it's my understanding that when we talked the other day, out of our general fund, there is 17.5 million. There was 14, and then we checked, and there's 3.5 million that it's coming in from FEMA that we can count on, correct?
That's correct.
So that's 17.5. You also told me that most of the cities you worked with use 10% of their budget, correct?
10 to 15.
10 to 15, okay? 10% would be 9.2 million, correct? And we're at 17.5. Oh my God, the town's gonna fall apart. Oh my God, let's get a website. I'm outraged. Let's go nuts over this. We're 17.5 million in reserves. Now, if we're gonna start quoting things right, I have here in front of me a resolution that guides our town and how we purchase, and this is something people need to understand. We can't take money out of general fund to keep firefighters, policemen, any employee working. What are reserves for? They're for emergencies and for one-time expenditures such as capital purchases. I've got it right here, got it underlined again. One-time capital expenditures. Mr. Shimon, is this a one-time capital expenditure?
I don't plan on buying the same piece of property again, so yes.
Okay, so I would think that this falls within what is right.
Let's buy it twice. How about that?
Well, now, with that said, I know you were gonna wait the comments. Do you wanna make any other comments on this property? Or is this too soon? Am I speaking too soon?
Well, I think if what you're referring to was the email that I had sent out to all of council earlier today about some interest in the property, I guess what I can say at this point is that all of this publicity has actually brought more interest into the property. And as I had indicated earlier to council, it was my opinion that we keep it purchased out of the general fund so we have more flexibility with it. I spoke to a representative of the federal government who's looking for
That's our federal government, right? The United States federal government.
Yes.
I want that put on, so everyone understands it. It's our government, our federal government. Okay.
looking for a 15 to 18 acre site in order to put federal office buildings here. And I will have a meeting with her next Tuesday. And I also got a call from another individual representing a,
Now, they're going to pay us what, about 100,000 an acre for this?
well, they will
Okay.
pay us what we
How
paid
much?
plus. Well, I would never sell it for less than what we paid for.
Okay. Put that on your website.
And I also got a call from an individual, or actually, I talked to an individual who represents clients who want to build commercial and student housing and are looking for a site in the immediate area. So, again, this is why I would really recommend we keep it in the general
And
fund
the
at this
first,
point.
and the thing that you told me when you came to me, you said, we will not lose money on this. Looks like we're not going to lose money on this. The whole story that everyone's been woo-boo is bad. The Sun Sentinel back there, did you get those facts? Did you write them down? Do I need to email them to you? It's 17.5 million. I appreciate that because I think you've been going to the wrong website looking for your facts. Not taking a shot, but I got this information that you heard last night in 2.5 minutes. But, and I understand, Mr. Ackman, that you're an accountant and that you, when you say 14 million, that you don't have the money from FEMA in your hands. I understand that. But when FEMA says you're getting the money back, you can pretty much go to the bank with that. Would you agree with me? So when I say 17.5 million, we're probably okay? Okay. Well, this has been one political, caught myself. I'm in the construction business. I caught myself. But I think it's pretty obvious if the federal government wants to build here in Davie, if somebody else wants to work on this property, there are options that the town needs to look at with this. So let's take the money out of general fund. Let's have the nerve to look for the future. We may need this, a water plant. Our master plan calls for 2 plants, one over by 441 and one over on the west part of this east part of town. If you looked on 441, which we looked at, there's not 10 to 15 contiguous acres that we can afford. It costs more money. So we have a place in the best part of town with the highest use land, and everybody's acting like the sky's gonna fall down, or we, as this council that voted for, rip you people off. Well, there's somebody out there in the audience that says that, and he's been asleep out here for the last hour. Wake up, listen to what's going on. This was not done in the dark. We need to buy this land, take the money where it's supposed to come from, general fund, and let's do it and be done with this thing and go on and do the town's business.
Thank you.